you couldn't swim properly before you took on this role. Like, you weren't comfortable in the water, and the words I have here is, well, I've never drowned before.
I never drowned before. I never drowned before. I never drowned before. I never drowned before, of course. That's why I'm here with you. I'm speaking with you. I never drowned before. It was real. It's not a lie. Come on, guys, please. And then, yeah, I took my first class like 2 months or a month later. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But the first class was with a floaties. Seriously, I have this floaties in my belly. And then I jump into the pool and try to survive. And I did it so well that I can be here right now in front of you making this
Thank the Lord.
interview.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yeah, because otherwise, watching this movie and they had to CGI out the armbands would be, you could tell, it would be awkward.
The amount of work that goes into it, like for Tenoch as well, learning all of these sequences, learning how to swim, you know, holding your breath for like, what is it, 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. And
He's real interested.
yeah, it's fantastic. I love it, and thank you. No, seriously, it's a wonderful experience to be here, to be part of this family.
The family has extended a little bit, you know, we have new members.
I'm the adopted child. I felt like the Mexican cousin visiting the cousins in the United States, you know. They make me feel really welcome. Especially Letitia, because I share most of my scenes with her. She was there creating this bubble around us, just being, you know, just listen to me. And if I made a mistake, she was just, you know, so quiet and look at my eyes and say, hey bro, let's do it all over again. Don't worry.
Tenoch is like the love of my life. I love him so much. Every day on set, he was so brilliant, so talented, truly a gentleman, truly a kind human being.
You know, and I want to honor him, especially in his homeland. I want people to know how great of a person he is and how well he represented Mexico and his people, and you know, the way he learned his Yucatec and studied the Mayan culture. He really did the work, and it's really exciting. Tenoch is excellent. He's brilliant as Namor. It was his turn to be on camera. It's the first introduction of Namor in our film, and I was trying to give him my eye line and hold it together and give as good as I'm getting. And I just kept looking at the monitor like, dang, this is good. Like, this is amazing.
Y'all had like some of the most interesting chemistry throughout the film. I would love to know what the chemistry reads were like, and like how did they know that y'all were like the perfect, you know, not like match, but you know, how did they know that you were the one? You know?
Oh, I guess that's like Ryan's just natural instincts about when he looks at a performer.
From my perspective, I enjoy directing, you know, and Shuri's scenes with Amor are really cool and really strong. They kind of speak the same acting language. It was great to watch them work together and to watch like the chemistry, like the electricity between them.
So what are some of the parallels between each of your characters in this movie, and how do those parallels intersect?
They are like mirrors, and of course they share the same grip, the same wound, but that they solve it in different ways.
One of you was the Professor X, and one of you is the Magneto, in that you both want the same goal, but one wants to do it peacefully and one wants to do it violently.
Folks are going into this thinking that you guys are antagonists, obviously, but I think they're going to be surprised to see y'all bring a lot of different shades to this relationship.
We discuss a lot of details out of camera, in front of the camera, and the connection between these two characters was so special and strong.
It was a complex but really cool journey to explore that with Tenoch, because, yeah, man, he really pushed me to the edge.
What I think is very interesting is how much you are trying to seduce Wakanda through Shuri, and how much you were trying to, if you cannot get them on your side, it goes to war.
The connection that he has with Shuri, you know, and those moments that feel quite intimate, where you get to, you know, for lack of a better term, the humanity of them. They you know, she gets to see his world, and he's happy to share that. I bet he wants to share that in a way because let me show you how proud, let me show you my place. I've seen yours. Look at mine.
All that exploration was really important, and actually that clarified my character to me. The roots of the character, all the twists that they made, the reinterpretation of Namor, I think is really accurate for the moment, the historical moment we are living now. Me as a Latin American, Mexican of course, it's important to see my heritage on the movie, you know, because we have in Latin America, we have two main roots, which is the indigenous roots, of course, and African roots. The food, the customs, the music, and even our way of life, it has a strong influence from African cultures. For me, it's a fantastic opportunity to build, bridges between us. We share the same wound, so we can heal together and create this B&V power, brown and black power.
Our superpower is inclusion, and this man came in and just flexed.
Yeah.
So it was really great.
And speaking of any pressure, you obviously, Shuri took a huge, big step.
She went.
Yeah, I mean, this is, essentially this is like her time to shine in this movie.
How excited have you been for audience to see her evolution in this film?
I love the fact that Shuri was able to be that beacon of light for so many young kids. I got to play a woman who's not only a princess but a scientist, and that her intelligence was the thing that was held so highly. It wasn't seen as odd or weird or made fun of. It was actually the reverse of that, and it really encouraged so many young women around the world to feel that, intelligence is the way forward. And in addition to that, they are beautiful at the same time. So many black women being, just lifted up in this movie, it's inspiring. So I'm so grateful to be able to do that for someone else. We track with her to see her maturity and see how, when life is hitting her with different situations, such as, losing her brother or having to step out of her comfort zone. Like, what does that do to her?
But at the end, she's a woman, as strong, as powerful and smart as her mother. And at the end, she's a queen. And I don't know, that transformation for me was amazing. I love that character. Maybe it's one of my favorite characters in the movie is Shuri.
Who did you get?
Shuri. Your personality matches Shuri. You often march to the beat of your own drum. The only thing bigger than your brain is your heart.
She has a big heart. You guys are gonna see that in this film. I think you should screenshot that and save it as your background.
I refresh the page. These characters, the fictional characters are the best example for my kids.
It was predestined for you to step into that.
And you all the movie as a whole had so many fight sequences. It's beautiful. The movie is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
What was the training like for those fight sequences?
Man.
How's your shoulder?
Good, thank you. Better than ever.
I am so glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Because this film had a lot going on.
It was an unfortunate situation on set with a stunt rig, and it was just unfortunate. I had to take a 3 months hiatus to heal, but in that time I gained a lot of strength. I gained a lot of support. I hurt my head, had a concussion and a fractured shoulder. So that takes time, and to come back, to know your lines, to be sharp. So going back, I was much stronger, much more dedicated. I felt so loved and protected by my cast, by my director Ryan, and I came back and kicked some ass.
Yeah, she did it so well.
It would have been far too painful to roll up into a wall.
Yeah.
Whew. I have to say this. She went through a lot of things. Mm-hmm. She was able to give us that beautiful performance. she helped a lot of people to heal. And she was able to smile, to be nice, to be gentle, to embrace all of us, the new guys, you know, with this warm and beautiful, you know, like
spirit,
like
energy.
welcome. Yeah, energy. It's so great. For me, it was an honor. Your outfit and the premiere was inspired on Chadwick.
Yeah, I saw this beautiful suit made by Alexandra McQueen. I didn't understand at first, like, you know, the attraction to it. And then as I started to plan with them, we have some more tributes coming up in collaboration with Alexandra McQueen in a special city. But this one in particular just felt really right. And as always, our supporters, our fans grabbed onto it really quickly. It went viral. And I was just so honored to share that moment with you guys.
It was important for all of us. So it's my way to say, hey man, I haven't the pleasure to know you, but thank you, man.
Letitia, for the wrap up here.
Oh man, I would hope that his sentiments would be that he's proud of us and that he's with us every step of the way, and that like we did it again. We inspired the world again.
Both of your performances were amazing. Like,
thank you.
When I say I cried off all my makeup by the end of it,
thank you.
You know, I feel like that's...
not thank you for crying.
No, actually, you are welcome. You are welcome. Like, the performances were amazing, and the movie in itself was definitely a beautiful tribute to Chadwick. And
thank you.
I'm excited for the world to see it. I know you guys are, but
thank you.
You're wrapping me up. But I just wanted to leave that little note.
Thank you.
Amazing.